How you doing? It's your resident politics teacher up here in Canada. I've been assigned the task to explain Trudeau's resignation to you because it seems like the whole world is spinning right now thinking that Canada doesn't actually have a prime minister or a leader. That's not the case, so let's get into it. Please come to class, take a seat, grab a pen. Here we go. Remember, we as Canadians do not directly elect our prime minister. I know down there in the United States you think everybody does it your way, but that's just not the case. We have a fusion of powers in Canada, and what that means is our prime minister is elected in the exact same electoral process that the entire House of Commons is elected in. We also have a constitutional monarchy, for those who are asking. We elect the members of Parliament to our House of Commons, 338 ridings across Canada. Each riding has an election. We then send them all to the House of Commons. We count up all of the people in each party. Whichever party wins the most, not necessarily a majority, the most seats, forms government, and their leader, which they've already chosen, becomes prime minister. So lots of governments in Canadian history have been minority governments, which means they have to operate in tandem or in coalition with other governments, otherwise nothing gets passed. And when they're not as popular, they get kicked out of office and then a new election is called at any time they deem appropriate. Justin Trudeau cannot just step down. He can't just pack up his lunch pail, call it a day, and off he goes. He needs to announce his resignation so that the Liberal Party can have a convention, a political convention in which they are going to internally elect a new leader. Our political conventions up here are like yours in the United States when you're choosing a leader of the Democrats or Republican, minus Kid Rock and Beyonce. So here's how it works. Justin Trudeau has to prorogue Parliament. Say it with me. Prorogue Parliament. Now, proroguing Parliament is simply putting off the government business, the business that government does. They do that all the time anyways, until they're more effectively able to come back to the table and hold an election. And as he prorogues Parliament, it'll give them about 2 months, probably until March, in order for them to have a convention, actually have a democratically functioning debate system in order for the Liberal parties to choose a new leader. By the way, for those saying this is just a Liberal tactic to delay the election, this actually happened underneath Brian Mulroney, who was actually a Conservative. And when they had a new convention to elect a new leader in that party, it's how Canada got their first and only female prime minister. When the House of Commons is called back into session, are you with me so far? I'm assuming they are going to force an election. Here's how it works. The rest of House of Commons can actually force a non-confidence vote and force an election upon the Liberal Party, because the Liberal Party right now only has a minority government. So if the rest of them all get together, they can force an election. That's right. In Canada, there can be an election called at any point within the term of office of the Prime Minister, as long as the majority of the House votes to do it. So if the party in charge actually has a majority, they can do it on their own. And if it's a minority government, the other parties get together and have that vote, try to kick them out. This election's probably not going to be until October-ish. And that's when we're going to actually form a new government here in Canada. And let's be honest, just hope for the best. The Liberals are most likely to get rocked because, let's be honest, Elon Musk has decided, and I mean Pierre Poilievre. Are those the same person up here, the way they are in the States? Who knows?